What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Charles from HumbleMechanic.com. Nathan asks, is it 100% necessary to use a timing belt tool, aka a cam lock, on a 1.9 diesel when doing a timing belt? Now, this is going to create some controversy because I'm going to have two answers. One is the official answer. The other one is the way I do it. So take it for what it's worth. I've done a lot of timing belts. For you TDI gurus out there, you may disagree, and that's totally cool. I got no problem with that. There's multiple ways to skin a cat, as they say. So the official answer is yes, you need to lock the cam, you need to lock the crank. Everybody needs to be locked and happy. You need to loosen all the bolts just the exact way the repair manual describes it. That's the official way to do it. Now, how do I do it? I don't do it that way. Yes, I use the paint and pray way, as the, again, TDI gurus say, or gurus, or whoever says that's the way you have to do it, is, you know, with the locks. They say the way I do it is wrong, and that's cool. No problem with you guys thinking I'm wrong. But what I do is I roll the timing belt, roll the cam, roll the engine up to TDC, so all the marks line up. I put 3 marks on the cam gear. I put 1 mark on the crank gear. If there's a third gear for like a high pressure fuel pump or a distributor gear, I put 2 marks on that one. I leave 2 spaces in between each mark. That's just the way I do it. It's how I started and how I've done every one. I've done tons of timing belts this way, gas, diesel, you name it, and had one problem. And that was actually an issue with having the tension of the belt on the wrong side. In addition to that, changing which tensioner the car had. 100% my fault. But out of all the timing belts I've done, I've had one problem. So I think my track record is pretty damn good. Officially, you need the tool. It's got to be there. You got to have everything locked. I don't do it that way. I mark the belt. I mark the gear. And then I transfer the marks from the old belt to the new belt. And again, I've had one problem one time on an A3 ABA, probably the easiest timing belt to do on the planet anyway. And I'm not really sure what happened. It got itself worked out, but I think it's fine to do it that way. Again, I know a lot of you guys are anti doing that way. I still set it to TDC. If the timing was all correct before you started and you put the belt back on in the exact same spot, everything's exactly where it was, it only makes sense that it's still the same way. Now, if you're timing the engine, that's a whole different ballgame than putting a belt on or replacing a belt for maintenance. Then you do need the locks. That's the best way to do it. But if you're simply doing a belt as maintenance, I don't use the locks on any of our cars at all, period, except 2 engines. The V8s, so the Touaregs and the Phaetons, and the V6s, the V6 Passats. This is going to be the B5, the B5.5. I mark them still, and I use all the lock tools. Don't ask me why I do it on only those. That's just the method I've developed over the years, but I've had really good success with it. So mark your belt properly, and you should be okay. I mark the crank 1 time, the cam 3 times. I put my spaces, my marks 2 spaces apart, 2 teeth apart, and then I transfer the marks from the old one to the new one. I should do a video, right, on how I do it exactly, because it works really, really well. Again, if you're not happy with that method, if you don't think that's the right method, totally cool. More than welcome to post that in the comment section. But I'm going to disagree with you because, again, I've had almost 100% success minus 1 time. And I've done a crap ton of timing belts in my 13-year career as the time of shooting this video. So, Nathan, awesome question. I don't think you have to have it, but I will tell you that kit for the TDI is like 25 bucks on Amazon. I'll link it in the description down below. May not be worth spending the 20 bucks on it, and do them both. Mark everything and lock everything. Double protection. I really like that when doing belts. But if you ask, do you have to 100% have it? My answer is going to be no. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Check out the quick videos playlist on YouTube. More questions, 1 answer, 1 question like this. Also, subscribe so you don't miss anything as the show goes on.